The single hardest day I ever had on my bike was the Alpe d'Huez stage of the 2008 Tour de France. I was carrying an injury and so I wasn't performing quite at my best. And what made me push myself was I had the win and the lose of the Tour on hand. On that case I just had to dig very, very deep mentally. Physically I gave everything and beyond, and that was still stands far and away the hardest single day on my bike. Big thing of focus, it's actually very well attached to your energy levels. The most important thing, I think one thing that's very underestimated by people who take up cycling or sport in general, it's what you eat and drink while you're on the bike. Of course you can be before and be full, but of course as soon as you start riding you're emptying that fuel tank. So if you can just keep topping up the tank as you go, and that's where the best form of taking on fuel is via liquid. And then of course if it's a very long event, then you start to look to solid food and maybe even proteins, and if it's a very, very long event, proteins, fats and so on. That's keeping fueled, and that's also your brain needs sugar all the time to focus and concentrate. That alone actually takes quite a lot of energy, especially in a race or something. For me, a big important thing is just about to have a moment of calm before a race, but also just to have a quick reflection, a quick checklist that everything's ready in your mind. So even just the tiniest things, how tightly your shoes are done up, and especially in a time trial you have all the aerodynamic equipment and clothing and everything has to be just right. Because when you're feeling comfortable and everything's perfect, that's when you have the best performance.